Makalambedi Road set to commence soon. And in sports, the senior women's national team fails to overcome the 2-0 deficit against Tanzania. Dumelang. The President, Dr. Mokgweetsi Masisi, says government has set aside 20 million pula for the construction of a hospital in Kasane in the 2023-2024 financial year. This hospital, which promises to be a state-of-the-art facility with staff housing, is set to improve health care access and provision in the area. President Masisi was addressing a Khotla meeting in Kavimba this morning.
Kasane. Moagengo tango wa madiu 2023-2024 o ntsheditswe madi a kana ka 20 million pula go simolodisa go agwa ga se patela se se na le malawa le 70 di patela tse ha ke sa o se na le matlo a bo diredi ya ke re molai one a go no go ngora ka one so se patela se se shwa seta le tlhabologeng batla ile se patela se ntela utlwe.
Meanwhile, the Vice President, who is also Member of Parliament for Buteti West, said the contract for the long-awaited Motopi Makalambedi Road has been awarded and the contractor is expected to start in the near future. The Vice President said this during a series of Khotla meetings in Moreuma, Motopi and Makalambedi, where he was updating residents about IEC election registration. Love more, Mario.
Motopi Makalambedi Road is a 50-kilometer gravel road. Residents of Motopi and Makalambedi have long requested for this road to be tarred since it is not safe during rainy seasons. The Vice President, Mr. Slamba Tsohwani, who is also the area Member of Parliament, said a contract has been awarded to a local company and construction is expected to start very soon.
Me ke sijalo re company isetsi thapilwe kana ga estate isetsi thapilwe go tala gore ya go simolla le inga gore ya no e hilwe tendera eo ya tsela ya lona ya Motopi Makalambedi ora re tsimologo ya tsela itana na go ngwe le ngwe ngwe ka tsa ere ka mso mongwe kana bigeta go bona dikatakata di taha tsa company yone eo o ta go dira tsela ya rona ya Makalambedi Motopi re sa bolo go iemela ka lobaka lo lutelele.
The Vice President also encouraged residents to register for voting for the general elections in 2024.
Bangwe ba te ba bue ba re na re thope ka gore go thopiwa bo semama ba go ja a re thope ka gore ga re bone mebereko kana ga re bone le thokola mebereko le ka tswa le teng mme tshwanelo ya gago e heta le thokolengwe le lengwe lo ka le akanya ka gore ga dilo di sa tsamaya sentle ha se le tubikana tsone dio tso di ngongore gantseo ga ka kwa thao di ngongore gela gope o di bona gope o ta bo sena yone puso yo ta ngongore ga ngore o ngongore gela gore ga ya dira sennanne le sennanne ya no ke ngwe ya dilo tse le gone ke le tsibuse ka bothokwa ya dithopo ba gaetso.
Some residents expressed a great delight about the increase of polling stations and council seats.
Ke lebogela a go tsere tsetso ya gore re nne le mo councilora yo ileng wa rona mo lehatsheng la rona la Motopi gore e tere ha rena le matshwenye go ya ka ke na le matshwenye go yana botsa dijami re te raise go go ene
ya no tsone di tlhaloso tsone tsebo ke tsone tse re di lebogelang le lephata lone le la ise gore kana le ikemetse le na le dithata tsa lone mme ka go rialo ka go di ha dithata tsa lone ra leboga
mme ja ka re ta bora go ikwadisa jana mo parlamente ke ne ke akantse gore gongwe ba IEC ba tata ba ba kantse melao go gongwe bogolo jang yone ya maikwadiso ka gore gompieno re na le bana ba ile gore di ngwaga tsa bone bangwe ba 18 mme ba go 18 ka lebaka mo re setse re ditse ikwadiso ba bangwe ba go 18 pele ga dithopo.
On other issues, the Vice President also appealed to the residents to take advantage of the new farming initiatives such as Temolitlotlo to improve their livelihoods. Lovemore Mario, BTV News, Makalamabedi.
And Botswana implored to encourage the youth who are 18 years old and above to register to vote. The remarks were made by the Vice President, Reslam Batsukwane, when addressing a quota meeting in Kumaga village.
In his just concluded Kotla meetings aimed at sensitizing Botswana to register to vote in his constituency, the Vice President appealed to the public to encourage eligible young people to register to vote so that they can exercise their right to vote in the 2024 general elections.
Jana to tamalaitsa o motona ke ono wa gore re tego le rutuetsa la itse gore dingwaga tsa go thopa ke 18 years go ya go godimo re rutuetseng bana ba rona re rutuetse bo monna rona re rutuetseng ba le gore ba taba ba digela dingwaga tse 18 mo kgweding ya November ba ikwadisetse dithopo ka gore go thopa ke tshwanelo ya Motswana mongwe le mongwe wa dingwaga tse 18 go ya ga godimo.
The Vice President also informed residents on some of the changes in the Boteti district.
Ya no ka re mo Boteti district makhansela ra ntse nga le teng kana di polling districts tse di le teng di ntse di le 18 go ntse go thopia makhansela ra ba le 18 go counseling ya rona nteng ga ba ithopetswe ya no ba go nna 27 go ra gore re na le new polling districts kana new council wards di le 9 mo godimo ga 18 ora gore di dira 27 di council wards ya no tsa rona ka 2024 ke ngwe ya dilo tse ile gore na ba IEC ba re le godisa ka tsone.
Some residents shared their views concerning the electoral system.
Lebogela gore di talama tsa maraka di tseo di te go balelwa mo dikgaolong ke a lebogela eo
tsone tseo jaaka tsone tsa tsamaiso ya melawana ya dithopo a di rekisiwe segautshwane mo boraikops
rona re le morai ya gore re itse gore na le tshwanelo ya go thopa ga ke go ikwadisa ka gore semama o batla gore ke mothope.
The Vice President also informed residents that the Vice President's office has appointed a permanent secretary due to increase the responsibilities. Sebastian Tebogo, BTV News, Kumaga.
Now, SADC's energy sector stakeholders are gathered in Gaborone for a 3-day Southern Africa Power Pool Market Energy Stakeholder and Market Roadshow. The roadshow is to engage and find sustainable ways to increasing access to electricity in the region, as well as advancing regional integration, purposed for, or rather to promote trade in energy between the countries, as well as to enable them to assist each other at the time of emergencies. Wame Khasudi.
The SADC region is blessed with diverse energy resources ranging from solar to wind, hydro and gas. The Southern Africa Power Pool, SAP, in conjunction with two other SADC energy sector stakeholders, SADC Center for Renewable Energy and Energy Efficiencies, SACRI, and Regional Energy Regulators Association of Southern Africa, RERA, commit to transforming the SADC region into a competitive energy market and a provider of regional sustainable energy solution so as to promote regional integration and cooperation in power projects.
Really, facilitation of energy trading has become key to regional integration, and I believe a lot of countries have benefited quite a lot on this aspect. Also to promote regional cooperation in power projects, both generation and transmission. We listened when financial institutions indicated that what we were presenting to them were projects that were not bankable. As a result, a project advisory unit has been set up to ensure that we prepare projects to bankability. And we are happy that some of those projects have gone into implementation. For example, the Mozambique-Malawi interconnection.
The support should also be enhanced when it comes to landlocked countries such as Botswana, the oceanic member states, because of their geographic location. Because economically it's understandable that countries with access to a sea may have more opportunities in terms of the trading and other facilities, even for communication purposes. They have more advantages as compared to the landlocked and Oceanic member state. So hence, it is critical that countries such as Botswana, with all its neighbors being Zambia, Namibia, South Africa, Zimbabwe, they are able to interconnect and be able to trade power smoothly.
Botswana also strives to increase access to electricity among its citizens.
Our plans is to have by 2030 30% renewable contribution, about 1 gigawatt of renewable energy, both being solar, PV, CSP, wind. We don't have much wind in Botswana, but there are certain areas in the northern part of the country where we believe that we could actually have about 100 megawatts of wind.
Most other countries are interconnected through SEP regional transmission grid. SEP is poised to join countries that were left behind to effectively counter challenges facing the regional energy sector, which result in unplanned power outages. Wame Kasudi, BTV News, Gaborone.
You're watching BTV News and thank you for staying with us. Now, the U.S. ambassador to Botswana, Howard Van Fraken, has commended Riverside Private Hospital in Francistown for taking the lead in introducing and integrating the use of solar for the day-to-day operations of that hospital. The project was executed by Sustainable Energy Botswana, aimed at showcasing Botswana's strides in using clean renewable energy and its impact on the health sector. Bethany Mando.
From humble beginnings in 1988, as private practice hospital in Francistown, run by Dr. Mompati and his family, Riverside has grown in leaps and bounds, providing an array of special health care services to 24,000 patients annually. Growth is not only on the health sector, but the hospital has also jumped into the bandwagon for sustainable energy use, reducing dependency on conventional electric energy. These strides did not go unnoticed by the U.S. Embassy in Botswana.
President Biden has established helping to mitigate climate change and to avoid the worst impacts is one of our priorities for the United States, overseas in general, in Africa in particular, and specifically in Botswana. Why is that? Well, we recognize that this is an enormous challenge for the world.
Dr. Mompati, who is the managing director of Riverside, says their vision to emerge as the trailblazer in integrating solar within healthcare services is driven by Botswana and UN call for the reduction of emissions by the year 2030 and also promote solar as an alternative energy source.
As the hospital has grown, we have found the need to align ourselves with the international and global direction of the comprehensive framework for sustainability as prescribed by United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. Our partnership with Sustainable Energy Botswana was a product of our conversations to achieve the goal of affordable and clean energy. As you can all appreciate, a healthcare facility uses incredible amounts of energy, electricity, etc. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. As the operational expenses escalated, Riverside Hospital management saw it fit to be part of the solar energy project to curb costs, encourage affordable, reliable and modern energy services while promoting renewable energy services and energy efficiency.
We're very proud to be working with the very first solar hospital in Botswana here at Riverside. So these sector movers for us are key because they send a message to the wider industry about the opportunity and, as you rightly say, give confidence to the fact that solar can play a part in securing and supplying a major part of your energy supply. We've been monitoring the system that was installed in here over the last 2 months, and I can say that we're on track to reduce the total energy consumption of this hospital by 63%.
With Botswana receiving a substantial amount of sun all year round, the hospital has tapped into a sustainable energy practice which will also go a long way in opening up opportunities to satisfy future energy needs. Bethany Manto, BTV News, Francistown.
Meanwhile, Business Botswana says it is evaluating reforms needed to improve its private sector development strategy towards small stock, tourism and horticulture sectors' growth as the country moves towards becoming a high-income nation. The organization shared this goal at the review and update of the private sector development strategy validation workshop in Gaborone on Tuesday. Tsulefelo Tombale.
Small, micro and medium enterprises are seen as vital in growing any economy, with this sector even more important as the country aspires to transform from a medium to a high-income economy. Various strategies are being formulated to facilitate their growth, the latest being the Private Sector Development Strategy, spearheaded by Business Botswana, which is being reviewed. Consultations with the private sector are ongoing to establish the reforms that have worked and the support that is still required to grow small, micro and medium enterprises, in particular small stock production, tourism and horticulture sectors.
The specific objective of this project is to strengthen small stock, tourism and the horticultural sectors through interventions aiming at or that are aimed at improving business linkages and partnerships and strengthening the business development market. As you can see, this is a way of preparing ourselves to enter the new era that is driven by the AFCFTA.
Business Botswana explained what kind of support they seek to provide SMMEs.
When we talk about institutional support and development, we are looking at some of these entities like Vulnerable Small Stock Federation, Bobohoko. We need to see how we can assist them to assist their members so that we have strong and functioning associations. And this project is working towards that.
The strategy has made some significant noteworthy achievements.
Over 100 SMEs were given capacity building interventions or support in areas of the various business performance areas such as quality, financial management and training, records keeping, organization, all the way to the use of technology in their organizations.
Business Botswana reassured the participants of the review, including small stock farmers, that their input will inform the next private sector development strategy they are creating. Tsolofelo Tombale, BTV News, Gaborone.
Now, in a 10-year reflection of hosting the Mr. and Miss RADP pageant and fashion show, Bubirwa edition, the district council leadership says the initiative has positively impacted the local economy in addition to unlocking opportunities for the contestants. This was highlighted by the council chairperson Rekhomotso Mereki at the 2023 installment of the pageant and fashion show held over the weekend in Bubonong. Karabo Mulusi.
The pageant does not only benefit the contestants but promotes national pride while showcasing the cultural attires and practices. Fashion designers, performing artists, decor and stage service providers also get a fair share of profits in their businesses.
tirelo e se segolo thata mo kgaolong ya rona ya go phuthega ga batho go leha go ra go le gantsi mo batho ba bogeng ba rona ba ba kotase go rekisa ditsa bone jaaka re kgobokane re leha le beng ba lehelo jaaka re leha
ba ngwe na a rua dikoko tsa mae yo mongwe a rua dikoko tsa nama so bana ba ba tokagetse le mongwe go hitileng ke tswa go bona yo mongwe ko tshoko e leng gore o ikagetse mme le a ikagela ka di-process tsa di tsa mo kgwebong ye na e dira through council mme ne le
Recognizing the sustainability and positive impact of the Mr. and Miss RADP Bubira edition on the local economy, sponsors have also come on board to assist in the growth of the program.
Mere ba hetsono ya gore ba khone gore le bone ba rutintswe ka tsa bogwebi ba khone gore ba tswe mo lehumeng le ba le mmogolone le bone re ka moso enne
batho ba itshulelo e go godimo e leng gore ka yone ba kgona gore ba hetole matshelo a bone le a balapa la bone.
In this year's edition, Sharon Isaac and Johnson Moseki, both from Robelela, scooped the coveted titles of the 2023 Mr. and Miss RDP Bubirwa respectively. They walked away with 5,000 Pula prize monies, while the first and second runner-ups in both categories got 4,000 and 3,000 Pula each respectively.
Tota se tsela se ke tseng ke se re mona kwa gompieno ke a go se godisa ka go tsamaya ke a go dikgaisanong tse di hapele gore ke teka se se botoka se se hetang se. So se nka se buang ke gore banana ke ba ra ke re ba tso ko morago ka gore ke yone nako yo gore re change dilo ya ka tautona sa tso go tsamaya bua ka mindset change. So tshwanetse re enne rona ba re etela le ha se mona kwa gompieno re tsamaya re rutuntshana re thusana botshelo ka gore botshelo gompieno bo dingalo.
Nka re toetsa batho ba motso ha rena gore ba itsenye mo mananeong a puso ba ska inela hela ko morago. So nna ke le mabonte ke tla le ka go itsenya mo bathong ke bue le bona gore ba itsosolose. Title e tla ntswela mosola ka gore e tla ntlisetsa di opportunity tse dintsi tse leng gore ke tla di dirisa mo go tlhaetseng.
Hopes are now pinned on the winners as they continue with the race, preparing to represent the Bubira district at the National Mr. and Miss RDP pageant and fashion show slated for November 24th in Gaborone. Karabo Molusi, BTV News, Bobonong.
And the Botswana Musicians Union, or BOMU President Refresh Lesokwane, implored local artists to strive to produce and compose music that can potentially thrive and have a competitive edge in the international stage. He stressed that it is pivotal to grow the local music industry. Lesokwane echoed the sentiments during this year's BOMU Awards launch.
The creative industry is amongst those that have a potential of contributing to this nation's economy. For this very reason, different stakeholders within the sector are on feet to ensure that local creatives are of proper quality to penetrate the global market.
When they get into the music industry, direle music, they should record songs that can go into the global markets, international markets. That's how we can grow our music here.
It is a deliberate decision that we make sure that the creative sector in Botswana is grown, is facilitated, so that it can create employment for young Botswana. Those who are in music, the time has come for them to benefit from their trade.
We must call our music Botswana music. Because this thing of us calling ourselves local musicians, local music, it's making us to think local.
Since the introduction of these awards a couple of years ago, slowly but surely its impact is being noticed.
We have engaged a producer from South Africa, somebody who is producing the Summer Awards. He has been producing the Summer Awards since 2017 up to 2023. So we got him on board to come and help us. We want this event, the Ronadi Awards.
At this very event, nominees in different categories were revealed. Some of the artists who were nominated said the platforms give them encouragement that tomorrow will be better.
Been in this game for 10 years, you know what I mean? Not just as a DJ, I've been a rapper, I've been a YouTuber, I've done it all, you know what I'm saying? So for them to finally recognize me for something that I'm doing, it feels really good.
Being nominated
for the second time in a row for the same category, I'm really honored, I'm happy, and my profile.
This year's BOMU Awards are scheduled to take place on the 16th of next month at Royal Area in Gaborone. BTV News, Gaborone.
And that's how we end our bulletin at this hour. We're standing by to give you sports news.
Let me thank you, Kailo, and greetings to you all. As he has already mentioned, I'm Khosonko, bringing to you in context the sports news. And now, starting off with the Botswana Premier League. In the Week 5 match results played yesterday, 2 second-half goals by Denver Meyer and Abamulobe helped Holy Ghost to come from behind to salvage a 2-1 victory over Police 11 to make it their first win of the season. Warabile Sukwai scored for the Jungle Kings. And in another league encounter played yesterday, Masitauka also registered their first win of the season after winning by a solitary goal against the Tafik, who also tasted their first defeat of the season. A game between Security Systems and Nico United was postponed due to floodlights failure at Lobatsa Sport Complex. Meanwhile, defending champions Joining Galaxy walloped 11 Angels by 6 goals to 2 in their Week 5 league encounter played at Obeditani Chulume Stadium. Still in Botswana Premier League, an exciting and tightly contest is built for Dinaledi Football Academy Stadium as the two teams who are unbeaten in the ongoing 2023-2024 Botswana Premier League season, Matabele FC and Orape United lock horns, aiming to maintain their excellent form.
NUB in the top flight league, Matabele going to the encounter with 10 points, having played 4 games, 1-1 draw with Security Systems in the opening league game, 2-1 win over Police 11, another 2-1 victory over defending Botswana Premier League champions Joining Galaxy, and a 2-0 win over VTM FC. Kukansui, as the Khading outfit is fondly called, have been clinical in front of goal, netting 7 times and conceding only 3 goals. Orape United on the other side are fourth on the log standings after 2 wins and 2 draws, are missing 8 points. Those Tertius who are still yearning to win their first Premier League title go into the game fresh from a 2-1 home win against Gaborone United. The Diamond Mining Town side had a steady away record last season, collecting 31 points from 10 victories and losing only 4 games. In other Botswana Premier League, Week 5 matches slated for Wednesday, Township Rollers will be looking to get back to their winning ways after Galaxy ended their winning start to the 2023-2024 Botswana Premier League season with a deserved 1-0 victory when they host VTM at Royal Area. To date, the Blues are the most scoring team in the Premier League, having netted 10 times and conceding only 2 to amass 9 points from a possible 12. In sharp contrast, Bafana Badijabane are having a tough time, salvaging only a point from a possible 12, which left them seated on the 15th position on the log standing. BDF 11 travel to Palape to face another struggling side, Morupula Wanderers, at Palape Stadium. Currently, the Army side are the best defensive side in the league, having conceded only 1 goal. However, Matabele still need to polish their striking force as they managed to score only 2 goals. Bafana Bamakhala, who are yet to win a game in the 2023-2024 season, are 14th with 2 points from 2 draws and 2 losses. Kickoff for the 3 games is 4 o'clock. Gaborone United and Soa Flamingos wrap up the Week 5 games at the initial stadium. Since joining the top flight league, Bafana Balezwai are still to win a game against Moakwelele. In the draws 4 meetings, Soa have drawn 2 matches and lost twice. Kickoff time is 7 o'clock. Khomzo Sefako, TV Sport, Gaborone.
And now shifting into women football, the senior women national football team, the Mars, have been knocked out of the race after a 1-0 defeat against Tanzania in the second leg encounter of the Paris 2024 Africa Olympic qualifiers. Today's results means the Mars have lost 3-0 in aggregate after losing 2-0 in the first leg played in Tanzania last week. Tanzania will now take on Banyana of South Africa, who defeated Democratic Republic of Congo by 3-1 on aggregate. Now let's take a look at the highlights of that encounter.
Katola bobedi iphataka dipuka ba etsetse mo Hubert o bone motho be go the onside ebe ba no sa ntlha ya motshameko ka le khara yona le sa bone go bua ka lone Aisha Khamis Masaka pizza rumo la ntlha mo mokotleng wa stopper sa the Mayas go kanyana ya stopper sa the Tiger Stars of Tanzania no ya keta pele Paso oni mo le moragong la the Mayas fela ja go ntse o tlhalosa ra ba iphitlhela ba salla ko morago mo motshamekong polo go pere bone go tswa mo go thola gele a ba tsa kgwele thola straight to the goalkeeper la gale Magolash santele mo tshiamelo ya the Mayas tshameka le refilwe tla direng tota ke itimetse dithebe e be go tlhalosa gore a motshameko o tswalla o phepa bua jalo the referee ba ya ko pele stapa sa Tiger Stars ba tsala mo molising wa no Masaka o boela mo go ena gape Atlant patla Atlant ba bola mo molagareng le ba batlile jalo Ostomia le ga le batla koloma ka morago setlhopha sa Botswana ba bone tabogo entle wa the pass go tswa mo go ka diphebe tota be flaga sa la phapasela kana ba re tjabetse
la re tswa mo gone e ne le faole e leng gore ke ipotsa gore a ka nne ke bua kgantele kere mo tshwara diphalo ka re o kgakala le go bona tiragalo ya ka o bona a beautiful strike e neng ke bua ka di-second ball wena
yeah, we knew it was going to be tough, but I think we applied ourselves. It's only that the chances then already created, we were unable to finish them and convert them into goals. But they're a strong side. You cannot take anything from them, but we gave them a tight game, which I thought if we could have found a goal, we would have maybe won the game. But you know, second half opportunity.
I'm happy for this game. Firstly, I congratulate for our girls for what they did in this game. We was expecting a very tough game, as you see. The game was very, very tough, but all of our girls follow our instructive very well, and then we create one chance to score in the first half, and then we come back to play according to our instruction, and then the end of the game, we win.
And that is how we wrap up the In Context Sports News. Let's meet later on at 5 p.m. for Botswana News. With that, have a good afternoon. And Gailo Sabone is on standby to continue with In Context here on BTV News Channel. #Iganyorona.